BeerDad, the most awesomest dad around, Justin Allen, and his most awesome co-host, the master brewer himself, the Brewed, Joshua Kunkel. Grab a cold one, kick back and relax, and enjoy the show. Cheers, everybody.
Son, a woman is a lot like, a refrigerator. They're about 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. They make ice and... Oh, wait a minute. Actually, a woman is more like a beer. They smell good. They look good. You'd step over your own mother just to get one. But you can't stop at one. You want to drink another woman.
Nice. That's beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BeerDad and Brewed podcast. As always, I am your host, the BeerDad himself, Justin Allen, and I'm joined by my co-host, the most awesomest brew master around town. There he is, Joshua Kunkel.
Still roll my eyes, but howdy how, everyone.
Howdy how. And this is the BeerDad and Brewed podcast brought to you by The Craft Lounge in Beaumont, California. We're joined by Jimmy, one of the proprietors. I got to fix my talking here. It's so early of this establishment. Jimmy, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, man, it's a beautiful day outside, and here we are. We're in Beaumont. We're about to sample some good beers, so I'm pretty stoked. Some big news, Jimmy. You got some new products here at the Craft Lounge.
Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate to get some Full Circle in, and we had a little Moonraker in before that. So we're moving on getting some NorCal beers down here.
Awesome. Yeah, this is stuff that you don't normally find. You might find maybe one of their core beers, some of the big box retail places. But a lot of the stuff that you have here, especially the Blueberry Illa, you're not going to find that anywhere. So if you guys want some of that, come and get it while it's still here because it's a special limited release, and Jimmy's got it.
Yeah, we're pretty stoked to get it in here. So,
nice. So we're going to actually sample some of that today. So we're going to start off with some Full Circle Brewing, which I'm pretty stoked. I've had Full Circle through my travels. I found it randomly on a trip to Shaver Lake one year, and of course I just went back to Shaver Lake, just got back from there, and of course I had to stop at Full Circle. Nice. And it was funny because I was sending Jimmy some pictures, and he's like, it's funny that you send that because I literally just put my order in. So I'm pretty stoked for everybody here, all our listeners in the Inland Empire and Riverside County, and all those river rats that are heading out to the river. Stop by the Craft Lounge, order online, and you can pick up your Full Circle now. So check it out. So let's crack into it.
All right, so we're going to go and start off with the, Pie of the Tiger?
Pie of the Tiger.
Nice, nice. Part of their hip-hop puree series. And the sound that everyone loves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is a sour, and I've had it. Jimmy's had it. It's really good. I don't think you've had it yet, Josh.
No, this will be a first for me, so popping my my pie hole here.
I like it.
Your pie apple?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel this is appropriate.
It is, 100%. I'm going to start running around the block right now, so I'll be back in about 20 minutes, guys.
That's awesome. So the first sip of Pie of the Tiger from Full Circle Brewing.
We'll start air punching right now.
This is the Hip Hop Puree series.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, I think that's worthy of a fist pump in the air.
No, dude, I'm airboxing right now.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, the smell alone, man, was just like bring you in. You know?
Awesome.
And all those berry notes, get a little bit of cinnamon, almost.
Dude, I don't always like pastry style or sours like this, but this one, hands down, is one of the best ones I've had.
Oh yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah, they got this one blended super well.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I've set something up special for us today. We're actually going to talk to Jared Long, the production manager from Full Circle Brewing,
nice.
while we're sampling.
Sweet.
So let's give him a ring.
Got a little background music here.
Yeah, got our little cantina.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like it.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, is this Jared?
Hi, this is Jared.
Hey, Jared. This is Justin, the BeerDad from the BeerDad and Brewed podcast, joined by my co-host Joshua Kunkel,
Howdy.
the Brewed Man, and also the owner of the Craft Lounge, Jimmy.
How's it going?
Oh, hi, Justin, Joshua, and Jimmy. How you guys doing?
We're awesome. We just started recording. You just missed it. We popped a Pie of the Tiger, and we had a little Eye of the Tiger playing while we were pouring. And we're happy to be sampling some of your beers. Stoked that you're able to come on and talk to us a little bit. Jimmy here at the Craft Lounge just started carrying your products this weekend, actually.
Oh, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah, really excited about it. So you're really excited about it. So.
Yeah, so I've kind of been spreading the word of Full Circle down here in Southern California ever since the first time I had it when I took a little trip up to Shaver Lake, and man, you guys make some awesome beers. So congrats on that.
Oh, thank you. Glad to hear you guys enjoy.
Yeah, we really like this. So what we have lined up here for the podcast that we're featuring today is Pie of the Tiger, Blueberry Illa Vanilla, and Juicy.
Ooh. Oh, right on.
So
good choices.
Nice little lineup. So tell us a little bit about Full Circle.
So Full Circle, probably the oldest running brewery in Fresno, under new ownership about 3 years ago. And since then, we've just been expanding and pumping out as much beer as humanly possible. In fact, we're installing a new 60-barrel tank this week sometime, which will be pretty exciting. But we're real big on community. We're real big on entertainment. And we're not really afraid to push boundaries with flavors and profile styles and really everything else.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, so a lot of these flavors are just killer. Like this Pie of the Tiger. I know this is a kind of a series for you guys. So you guys have done a couple different flavors with it.
Yeah, it's our hip hop puree series. So it's just kind of a rotating sour series that we do. Pie of the Tiger has definitely been the overwhelming fan favorite. So we decided to kind of just keep it as a reoccurring batch.
Yeah, I've actually been playing with it because I just did another trip up to Shaver Lake recently, and I stopped by and was able to order online and pick up some of your brews. And
oh, awesome!
I've been playing with the Pie of the Tiger. I actually made a slushy out of it, and man, that was perfect.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, it sounds real good.
Yeah, it was 105 out in the backyard in the swimming pool, so it went perfect.
Oh yeah, it sounds like the perfect afternoon beer slush.
Oh yeah. So it's
I've heard of that. People do ice cream with it before. We've seen beer floats done. So I mean, we definitely recommend however you choose to enjoy the pie. Enjoy it well.
Yeah, you guys actually just reposted one of my beer floats that I made with Illa Vanilla not too long ago. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I could see this one here going pretty good with like a scoop of vanilla ice cream or something like that.
Little Pie of the Tiger a la mode.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. So, Jared, how long have you been with Full Circle?
I've been with Full Circle about 2 years now. Started basically at the bottom as just a packager, and now I'm actually the production manager for the brewery, so not too bad.
Awesome. And how large is the brewery? Like how much is your production at currently for the year?
Currently for the year,
I know everything's kind of different.
Last year we were rated a little over 100,000 barrels.
Oh wow, nice.
Pushed out. So this year we're looking probably to surpass that since we've just added a 60 barrel online a couple weeks ago, 2 new 30 barrels, and then we should be installing another 60 barrel this week. So we're really just trying to amp up production just for right now with everything that's going on in the nation. So everything that we're doing is going purely into cans right now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, last year we were the second highest producing brewery in the Central Valley.
Wow,
very cool.
For gallons of beer produced. It's pretty awesome to see where we're going.
It was funny when I first found your beers. I wasn't expecting it because obviously I was up in Shaver Lake and it was a little small like mom and pop liquor store, and they had Illa Vanilla and they had Juicy, and I was like, that doesn't look like Coors Light or anything, so I think I'm safe to say I'll go ahead and try this. And of course I looked you guys up and I'm like, oh, this looks like a pretty cool brewery, and I had it the first time, and this was last year. And I was like, wow, man, I'm hooked. And so then I just started spreading the word. Like every time you guys would release a new beer, I would tag Jimmy Shop in it and say, you got to carry their beer.
It's like peer pressure.
Yeah.
Peer pressure all day.
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, that's what we really appreciate is just that word of mouth. I mean, without people like you guys, I mean, we wouldn't be in all the reaches of California that we are. So, I mean, definitely appreciate all the business and support that you guys give.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what my idea and Josh's idea here with our podcast is just drinking and sharing our love for craft beer and home brewing, and sharing it with everybody that listens, and hopefully, they can come and try stuff. And that's why we partnered up here with Jimmy, so that we could feature a lot of the beers that he carries and spread the word. And hopefully, I really do think it'll take off here in Southern California. You guys have obviously that Cali flavor in terms of your can art and a lot of things that you guys do. I just saw you did a collab with Nappy Roots, which is awesome because when I was growing up, that was like one of my favorite groups listening to. So that's pretty awesome that you guys have done that.
Right on. Yeah, I mean, Nappy Roots, they're just big fans of ours, good friends. We've had them down at the brewery a couple times to perform. So when they asked us if we could do a beer for them, it was kind of hard to refuse.
Oh, no, you can't say no to that. But, yeah, it was so funny because I've always been a huge fan of the Nappy Roots, and I've been following them. And then when I found out that they were into, like, home brewing and brewing, I'm like, oh, man, like, this makes me like them even more.
Oh, yeah, huge fans of beer, especially big-bodied ones, higher ABV. They're just all about it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're still sipping on this Pie of the Tiger, and it's a damn good beer. What's your favorite from your lineup?
Favorite right now is definitely going to be our Chinatown Underground. That's currently out, but soon our Feeling My Stout will be out again, and then I'll probably switch to drinking that on the regular. It's just kind of a good cappuccino style golden stout that just has that smack you in the face coffee flavor with a nice well-rounded chocolate finish on the back end.
That's right up the BeerDad's
alley. Good for any time.
Oh yeah. I'm a big stout guy, and golden stouts are kind of my new go-to, especially when I'm like, all right, well, it's 110 out, but I still want a stout, so I'll find a golden stout. But that sounds good. I'll look forward to that.
That's exactly what we wanted. We wanted big flavor, but we knew we didn't want to weigh people down with like a huge, viscous, thick motor oil style stout. So we're just like, all right, let's make a golden and just cram it with flavor. So I would definitely look forward to that in the next couple weeks.
That's awesome. Man,
that sounds amazing. Can't wait for that one to come out.
Definitely.
I might take a trip to Fresno for that.
We'll take a little road trip. Yeah. You don't have to twist my arm because I already know what's up there. Yeah. So, and how many locations do you guys have now?
We just have the one, unfortunately, due to the quarantine and stuff like that. We closed our second location down in Tower just to consolidate all our resources to our brewery location, which ended up being for the best just with everything going on. So now we're able to pump out as much beer as possible for the community. And basically all of California, thankfully, with our Full Circle To Go website, we're able to ship beer and have it available even for local deliveries for some people. So it's not too bad.
That's awesome. Well, we're gonna crack open Blueberry Illa right now, which I'm excited for Josh because he hasn't had it yet. Did you try this one yet?
I did.
Oh wow!
I've had more than one.
More than one,
to be honest.
Okay, actually, all of these are going to be first time for me. So.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, definitely Blueberry Illa it's definitely become the newest fan favorite of our milkshake IPAs. I mean, it sold out within 45 minutes on the first batch we released, so that's what blew us away.
So I was lucky. I came on my way up to Shaver Lake. This was last weekend. Yeah, the week before, right before you released it, and I had ordered online, and you guys didn't have it, obviously. But I kind of name dropped a little bit, and Adam took care of me and got me some right off the canning line, so I was able to take some with me.
There you go. Good old Adam.
Yeah. So, but I was super stoked because, prior to that, I've only had the Illa Vanilla, and then when you guys came out with Strawberry Illa and Blueberry Illa, and I'm like, I gotta try these because I love the Illa Vanilla, but of course, throw a little blueberry or the strawberry. I bet it's amazing. Still haven't had the Strawberry Illa yet, but I really like this blueberry.
Oh, yeah, the blueberry has definitely become a more popular one. Strawberry should be actually getting packaged off this week, so you should see that in stores or online again either this weekend or early next week.
Nice.
So that one's just something else we're going to keep on the rotation. We think we're probably just going to keep all three, to be honest, just because we can't pick between either one. Yeah, and they're all popular, so we just decided to, you know what, we got the tank space, let's just keep them all in rotation.
Well, I made a suggestion too on I think Instagram. I threw out there you guys really need to make a orange Illa because I think that would taste amazing.
Orange Circle?
Like an orange creamsicle.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like that orange Julius flavor style. Yeah, I mean, it's something we've tossed around.
That'd be great.
We've definitely hinted at different flavors. It's definitely not written off at all. So, I mean, it's definitely a style the brewers love to make. It's definitely something we know people love to drink. So I think our experimentations with it are endless. So
awesome.
It's definitely a possibility.
Well, Josh, the Brewed Man over here just took his first sip. What do you think of that blueberry illa?
Sorry, I got to turn my mic on here. We're dealing with some fun background noises, but
No, don't get me started.
But I got to give you guys credit right off the bat here because I've had a lot of milkshake IPAs lately, and I keep questioning the IPA part of the milkshake IPA because most of the time they just don't have that hop note, like in smell or taste. And I got to give you guys credit because right off the bat I'm getting the hop nose right then and there. And then as soon as I put that thing to my lips, you get a little bit of the hop flavor, but it blends super well with the overall, like flavor of the beer. So good job on that.
Oh, appreciate it. And that's exactly what we wanted to come across. We wanted people to enjoy something smoother with a little bit less bite than your West Coast or your Northeastern styles, but still something that had that good IPA flavor that you knew exactly what you were drinking. It wasn't just some milkshake ale. It was still a milkshake IPA.
Yeah. And you still get a little bit of alpha burn as it goes down, which I enjoy a lot. So it's an IPA.
Yeah. So good job.
Yeah, it's hard for me because
I definitely appreciate it.
I really, Illa Vanilla was amazing as it is, but then you throw some blueberry in there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just love it because just like you said with the scent that you get that hop forward scent, so it's an IPA, and then everything is blended so well. And the nice thing, with the, I guess coming from the lactose, everything just rinses clean, and you don't get that bitter aftertaste at all. Like this is you guys have a home run on this one. I'm sure once the word gets out here near Jimmy's shop, he's going to sell out of it pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't know how much more I have left, honestly. It's been going pretty quick, so.
That's awesome. Good to hear.
Yeah, so I think, like I said, I think you guys are going to do well here in Southern California.
Yeah, of course, my brain's trying to figure out what hop they used in this because they keep going between Sabro and maybe like Simcoe or Mosaic. So, but
yeah,
I'll leave that.
We definitely use all those. We'll leave that up to the guessing.
All of the above. Absolutely.
But we are definitely not shy of using those style of hops in our beer, especially the Mosaic and the Simcoe.
Oh yeah, it's a good one, especially when it comes to the milkshake variety or even some of the New England variety. So, good, yeah, definitely helps blend everything together.
Absolutely. Well, overall, like I said, Jared, you guys have some great beers, and we're very happy to have them here in Southern California now. And everybody listening, just come see Jimmy at the Craft Lounge, Beaumont, California. Easy access north of the 10 freeway. On your way out to the desert, out to the river, wherever you're going, just stop in, grab some cans to go. It's good stuff.
Right on, yeah. I always love to stop at can and bottle shops. I mean, craft beer drinking is just a passion of mine, not only just for work, but just in my free time as well. So I'll always love having another spot to stop in and check out some new stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you're ever down in the area, Jared, definitely, like I said, it's right off the freeway, so it's easy to get on and off, especially if you're on a road trip. And Jimmy's got a great palate for beer. He's procured a lot of good breweries, such as yourself, Full Circle. He's got just brought in Moonraker. He's got Bottle Logic. A lot of the big name breweries that are hard to find. You can't just walk into a Bevmo and find them. So it's
right. Yeah, I mean,
awesome.
We're flattered to be on the shelf with some of those names. So
I'm flattered you guys decided to give us some beer. I'm flattered we could work that out.
Oh, man,
oh, definitely. We'll try and get in as many places as we can. So the people that appreciate our beer and flavor, I mean, we appreciate you right back.
Right.
Awesome.
It's that synergy I keep telling you guys about. All about synergy and craft beer.
Yeah,
that's right.
What was that? What was the old saying? Collaborate, not litigate.
That's right.
That's it.
Collaborate,
exactly.
not litigate. For sure.
We should collaborate with these plumbers and get them out of here.
I know
right
we got. I don't know if you can hear in the background, Jared, but we got the plumbing getting repaired here at the Craft Lounge. So.
Oh no, it probably blends in with everything that's going on at the brewery right now at the moment. So I'm no stranger to noisy background.
There you go, for sure.
I was like, what? There's noise?
Absolutely.
What noise?
So who's the brainchild behind the Illa line? Whose baby is that?
The brainchild for that was a past brewer that was with us. His name was Brad Gaines, who since moved on to start his own brewery, which should definitely be a good start for him to finally go off and do his own thing. But the new styles with the strawberry and the blueberry are part of our new head brewer, Brandon Merrill. His kind of brainchild creativity was just experimenting with flavors and things of that nature.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a great line. Is it one of your is the Illa line kind of your big seller right now?
It definitely is. I think it has surpassed our flagship Juicy Northeastern by far, especially right now during the quarantine months. I mean, people just want, I guess, more of that flavor profile. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the good Northeastern that you can always fall back on, but I think just the experimentability that you have with the strawberry and the blueberry and even the regular Illa just makes it really good for this warmer months of drinking.
Yeah. Now, have you ever cuvées the Illas? I tried. Of course, I haven't had strawberry yet, but I did the Illa and the blueberry together. Have you tried that yet?
No, so I haven't. I mean, we've mixed them before. I've known we've done the strawberry and the regular Illa before just to give it more of that Illa flavor.
Yeah.
But I haven't had the chance to personally mix anything with the blueberry yet. We end up just drinking it straight as is every time we open it.
Awesome. Yeah, I did it, and it's really good. I did it straight up, and then I also did it in a float, and it's a really, really good mix. Really good mix.
Nice.
So, well, we just cracked
But yeah, we definitely promote experimentation, so we love to see all the pictures and things that people do with our beer.
Absolutely. Yep. We got an ambulance going by. That's exciting. Hopefully nobody's hurt. So we just cracked the OG Illa Vanilla. And by the way, the can art is amazing. Who does your can art?
So all the can art is hand-drawn by our local artist and Facebook media guy, Eddie Garcia.
Okay.
So he basically does everything freehand and throws it onto the computer to render in the colors and then just submits them as labels, and we have the awesome can art that you see.
Awesome. So, and that's where the character Eddie comes from.
So the character's name is Ernie. So
Ernie,
that's kind of
sorry.
a throwback to the original owners of the brewery.
Okay.
That we took it over from, just to kind of that rebirth kind of revitalization of we want to continue on the tradition of having this brewery in downtown Chinatown, Fresno, but bring in a little bit of the newer styles that you see kind of coming out in today's age.
Well, Josh took his first sip of OG Illa Vanilla. What do you think over there, Josh?
I'm digging on this one.
I thought I saw a tear come out right now. A little tear running down your cheek.
No, I was going to say this one definitely of the line that so far, this one's personal favorite. This
You
hits
like
all
that?
the right marks.
Yeah. Well, I know you like vanilla, so I knew you would
Well,
like that one.
I like true roasty vanilla, not like the simple syrup or like
Right.
the syrupy vanilla that's kind of like candied. No, this is like the real deal stuff. You get the nice roastiness, you get the hop notes, like just like with the blueberry. You know, they're coming through. They let you know it's still an IPA. It's not a can of candy.
Right. Absolutely. What do you think, Jimmy?
Oh, this is amazing. I fell in love with it the first time I had it too. I love that the hops come through, like Josh says. The hops come through. I still enjoy having those alphas that you get from a real IPA. You know, it's
Right.
like, oh, slide down, not smooth, not like I'm just drinking vanilla juice. It was good.
Well, that's my big thing with the with milkshake IPAs, and Josh kind of talked about it earlier. Is a lot of them you get more of the milkshake, and there's not so much IPA. And like if I want a beer and I want some hops, I want to taste them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't necessarily need the hop burn, like if I'm drinking like something really strong, like a triple or something like that. But, a lot of those milkshake IPAs, it's just like it's diabetes in a glass. And this one, it's blended so well, and you still get the great hop character. And for anybody that likes IPA would still like this beer. And then for someone that doesn't like IPA, this might be a good stepping stone to get them into that genre.
Well, and that's the thing with IPAs and hops in general is the hops have a lot of flavor, and all the different varieties bring their own flavor to the table.
Right.
you know, if you're willing to like put in the effort, you can build a recipe that really blends them very well with the overall beer.
Yeah, and this one's blended perfectly. Yeah, great job on Illa Vanilla.
Glad you guys enjoy it. Oh, definitely. And I mean, just even feeding off what you guys say, I mean, that's exactly where we kind of wanted to go with it. We didn't want to exclude really any style of beer drinkers. We didn't want to take away from the hop heads, but at the same time, we wanted to give people with maybe just that different flavor palette, like not all beers are extra bitter or have that bite on the back end. You can still have an enjoyable IPA in a sense that it's not the style that you may have grown and become used to, and it's also not just the regular milkshake style that you might have tried, like you said, that was syrupy and just sweet milkshake you right off the bat. We wanted to have that good middle ground where people on both sides knew that you can have still a really good IPA without going too far either way.
Absolutely.
Good way to look at it. So
yeah, this will definitely bring in more your entry level, like the craft beer drinkers that'll say like, oh, I don't like IPA. Just try this. Trust me. Just try it.
Well, I just seen there was like so much more in the thought process of this beer than other milkshake IPAs I've had. Some milkshake, like Josh says, they just throw it in together like this sweet ass milkshake IPA. We're gonna drink this with, I don't know, some insulin or something. I don't know, but it's like, but yeah, there was like so much more to the thought process of this beer, this particular milkshake IPA, I think, than most that I have.
Well, I like where we come, you know, I mentioned this before, where, you know, back in the day with hoppy beers, it was like a pissing contest for the hops, like how bitter can we make it? And nowadays you got people actually like stepping back on, hey, how can we like, you know, amalgamize the hop into the overall beer and really kind of bring that balance and
actually utilize the hops for the flavor itself instead of just let's throw 20 hops in here to make it super bitter because that's what they want. Like, you've got some really good brewers out there that are experimenting with all the different flavor profiles that the hops bring out, and like in this perfect case, like everything's blended perfectly with the vanilla. I don't have any bitter aftertaste. I got really vanilla forward flavor, and then I also got that hop scent, and then you can still get the hops, but it doesn't leave that hop burn on your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
So good deal. All right. We got one more beer to crack before we let you go, Jared. I appreciate you spending time with us and telling us about Full
no
Circle.
problem.
So we're gonna crack into the Juicy, which is, I guess, that's one of your flagships, yeah?
Yeah, that definitely is our flagship beer. Period. It's in almost all the grocery stores locally. It's the one we've been making the longest in the brewery since we've taken over. It's kind of the style that stayed tried and true. So it's just something classic, nice haze, good little zest on the back end, but you still get that good northeastern feel to it where you're not really, like I said, you're not overwhelmed with dankiness, but you're not overwhelmed with haze. It should just be a nice, solid, juicy drinking northeastern.
Awesome. How long have you guys been making the Juicy?
The Juicy, I would say almost 3 years now.
3 years.
It's been in rotation.
Nice.
And the collab that you guys did with Nappy Roots, that's another form of the Juicy, correct?
It is. So that would be our double Juicy or our Juicy 2. So that one's going to come in at 8.5, so a little higher ABV as a double IPA, but still holds true to that juice character. But we just wanted to kind of appease Nappy Roots and then also just the hop heads who are just like, well, can you guys do a big hoppy beer? And we're like, of course we can. So we went ahead and released one.
Why wouldn't we?
That's right.
I love the color of this beer.
It's
color
beautiful.
Of this beer is like beautiful. Josh is holding up to the sunlight right now. It's just like, it's a pretty beer.
Yeah.
I may shed a tear now. So
I mean, if we're gonna sit back, if the BeerDad's gonna put his judging hat on here and do like, I'm looking at it before I even taste it, like just looking here in the window, like it's the perfect hazy color. Yeah. I mean, everything's perfect, and then when you take a scent,
I was gonna say you get that nice little orange juice kind of look to it.
I get that dank, juicy on the nose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That is definitely New England style IPA through and through. That's awesome. And it's great that a lot of breweries out here in California have kind of adapted to that style because, before Jared, the BeerDad wasn't a fan of IPAs, but that's because all I ever had was West Coast IPAs. And I had the wrong West Coast IPAs. I know some people might get mad at the BeerDad for saying that he doesn't like Stone, but that's what I had, and it was just like, man, it'd leave that horrible hop stain on your tongue, and it was horrible. So I gravitated more towards stouts and porters and a lot of the German style beers that I really enjoyed. And it took my first New England style IPA to really, really say, you know what, there are some hops that actually taste really good, and if they're blended just right, and so I have a love affair for New England style, and you guys make a really, really good New England style. And of course, now I've opened myself up. Now there are West Coast style IPAs that I actually do like, because the breweries are starting to take notice and say, listen, I don't need to throw 20 hops in here. I could do, like, you could do a single hop, a double hop. It doesn't matter, but it depends on what hop you use and what flavor profile you want to bring. Do you want to bring out citrus notes? Do you want to bring out stone fruit notes? It really all depends. But this is a really good New England style.
I was going to say,
Yeah, glad you approve.
yeah, I'm liking the way
I mean,
this
that's
one
also
cleans
the
up.
beauty. Oh yeah, it cleans nice, and we understand that people just have different palates. I mean, you're not going to have two people that really come to terms with the same beer styles all the time. So
Right.
for people to have that good flavor profile with our juicy, that's kind of where we've made it our flagship as. It's something that just highlights everything that we've come to be as the culmination of a brewery, where we don't want to go big on one side or dedicate to just one aspect of brewing, because we think our brewers have the ability to kind of do it all.
I'm trying to remember when the New England started hitting kind of the West Coast, because you guys, you said
About 3 years ago,
about
they
3
started.
years ago, so you guys are probably one of the first people to really kind of jump on this
Yeah.
bandwagon and kind of get the ball rolling, it sounds like.
Yeah, I would say, for them, for Central California, then down here in Southern California, we have Electric and Monkish, and those were the two that kind of really jumped on it, and then 8-Bit kind of followed suit, and then down in San Diego, Pure Project. Of course, they don't like to call it hazy; they call it murky. But it's definitely taking storm, and everybody's doing a good job. And like you say, there's kind of a craft beer for everybody, and that's what I love about it is. Someone can tell me I don't like beer, and well, what do you mean you don't like beer? Well, I don't like Budweiser, I don't like Coors, I just don't like that taste. I'm like, well, let's go to a brewery, because there's probably 12 to 14 different tap handles, and we'll find you something that you like.
Oh yeah.
And it's every day it seems like I have somebody who comes in here and they're like, oh, I don't like beer, I don't like IPAs, I don't like this, and I'll pour them something. And so we'll try this. I'm like, what is it? Well, it's an IPA. Oh, I love it. You can't say you don't love beer if you haven't tried all beer.
Right?
It's just impossible. You can't say.
Exactly, and that's what almost makes it exciting. Is it's almost a challenge when you hear somebody say that they don't like beer, because then you want to pull out whatever you can to be like, oh, but I'm sure you haven't had this, and almost just win them over to the
Exactly. I run right over to the cooler like, oh, you don't like beer, huh? We'll try this on for size.
Jimmy's like, challenge accepted.
Yeah, I've got 200 beers here that you can try. So let's see if I can find something for you.
So that's how I feel as a home brewer, because I mean the spectrum of beer, it goes everywhere from like sour to like dark chocolate.
Oh yeah. There's a beer, like literally. Well, we talked about this with my sister-in-law. She was primarily and we'll cough a little bit, but she's primarily a Budweiser drinker. Ooh. And it took me a little over a year to finally find her a beer at a craft brewery that she liked, and we found somewhere in San Diego at Wavelength Brewing. It was called White Walker Pale Ale, and she had 3 or 4 of them, and that's how I know she wasn't just appeasing the BeerDad. She actually liked it because she had more than one. So like you said, there's a craft beer for everybody.
Oh yeah. I take it as a personal challenge when someone comes in and says, I don't like beer. I'm like, well, hold my beer and I'll find you one.
You came to the craft lounge.
Especially
You're
the
in the
one
right
that
place.
comes with a group. Yeah, it's like, all the friends but one like beer, and it's like, all right, I guarantee you at the end I will get that one friend to like one of the beers.
Yeah, by the time you leave, you're going to be a fan. You're going to be a fan of some craft beer that I have somewhere, and you'll have it. So
Absolutely. So we'll do a general consensus here. So just for the juicy, Josh, what do you think?
No, I'm digging on this one. It's really good. I like you guys' take on it, because I've had a few of the New England styles, even from like East Coast, and there's a certain kind of twang to them. This one basically has almost even like a West Coast approach to it, to where you get
a more hop into it.
A little bit more bite, a lot cleaner, but you still get like the juicy flavors.
Yeah,
and still
that
almost
citrus, orange, grapefruit coming through on it. That's like
and
I
then
get a
it
lot of
just
this,
clean,
Clean.
done.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jimmy?
I love it. I think it's a really, really good example of hazy New England IPA. I like it a lot.
Yeah, so for me, obviously the BeerDad approved, stamp of approval, Full Circle Brewing. But here at the Craft Lounge, for all our listeners, you definitely got to come up and get. And you're selling these individual. You could do a mix pack, all that. So you could try them all. Literally, get a mix pack and try all 4. And just stay tuned to the Craft Lounge website as far as getting more in. I'm sure you'll be getting more in for sure.
Yeah, we'll always post on Instagram. We'll have on our website. You can always look through our online store to see if we have it in stock. Order it that way.
Absolutely.
So. No, I mean, I've been pretty impressed with everything here. So good job with Full Circle.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers
thank you guys.
to Full Circle.
Thank you, BeerDad, and everyone else.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate you guys sampling our beer, and definitely appreciate you guys enjoying them. So
absolutely. Well, tell everybody there at Full Circle that we really enjoy their beer down here in Southern California, and we look forward to getting more.
Yeah, maybe take a road trip.
We'll do.
Yeah.
And can I let people know that is this going live now, or will this podcast?
The podcast should be up. The podcast should be up probably within the next couple days. So, but
okay, perfect.
Follow on social media.
At the BeerDad on
BeerDad and Brewed on Instagram, and also on Facebook, as well as also the Craft Lounge on Facebook and on Instagram. We'll be following up on social media, posting some updates. There's already a preview picture of what we've been sampling today, and it'll be up shortly. So all the listeners up there at Full Circle want to hear the podcast. It should be up probably within the next couple days.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Well, thank you, Jared. I appreciate you spending time with us and talking to us a little bit about Full Circle, and I'm sure we'll be in touch.
Definitely. You guys have a good one.
All right.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Awesome. Well, that was awesome. A Full Circle to have Jared, the production manager, come on and talk to us a little bit about Full Circle. I really do love their beers, and I'm glad Jimmy's carrying them now.
Yeah.
Josh likes them.
No, I'm actually, I've been always very hesitant with the fruity, especially like the fruity sours and stuff like that, because I've had a few recently that it's like the next morning I just feel like shit. Like they went down good, they tasted great, but the next morning it's like they must have been masking some serious like nasty shit or something. I don't know, but these ones, I mean, they taste like super clean, clean.
These are good examples of the styles that they're in. They're very good beers, man. I like those a lot.
That's awesome. Yeah, their brewery's pretty cool too. It's like, let's see, try to compare it. Hey, you could almost say it's almost like kind of here in this Beaumont area, like Old Town area, like all the buildings are older.
Yeah.
The brewery itself's like an older brick building. Right off the freeway, not too far off the freeway, in the heart of Fresno. And it's just a really cool older building. I want to say, I'm not sure that I'm sure they'll be able to correct us, but maybe like an old like packing plant or something like that. But it's really, really cool location.
Well, it is Fresno.
Yeah.
That's
what I was
Fresno,
going to say. Is like,
yeah.
I actually found something about Fresno I like, so there you go.
There's not a lot up there in Fresno. There's a huge college. I remember going to look at that back in the day. Other than that, there's not a lot up there.
Was that Fresno State, like the Bulldogs?
Yep,
or something?
Fresno State Bulldogs, yeah. But they definitely, and there's some pretty good breweries up there too. Shout out to some other breweries up there. You got Tioga Sequoia. We were talking about them earlier. Right. They make some pretty good beers.
Lengthwise. I actually just got some Lengthwise in this week also.
Oh, nice. I didn't know they were in Fresno.
I think.
Are they?
Yeah, I think they're in Fresno.
I'll have to check them out. And then what's the other one I'm thinking of? They got there's a veteran-owned one up there.
Bakersfield, actually.
They're the ones that they kind of made famous like on the Worst Beer blog and like all over the place in craft beer news. I'm trying to think of the name. It's like Tactical Brewing or something to that effect. But they put the Epstein didn't kill himself on the bottom of their cans. Kind of made notoriety. Remember that?
Yeah. Did I ever tell you that my buddies over at Desert Beer, they made a beer called Chipstein Didn't Kill Him?
Oh my goodness!
Lengthwise is in Bakersfield, guys.
Oh, Bakersfield. Okay.
It's on the way.
I corrected myself.
Okay.
It's on the way. I stopped.
The 99.
That's where we stopped on the way to Fresno, on the way up to Shaver Lake. Stop in Bakersfield, get some Panera bread, and stretch your legs a little bit because that's about the halfway.
You stopped in Bakersfield for Panera?
Panera, yeah.
You can stop anywhere for Panera. Why? Why Bakersfield?
Well, when the beer wife is driving and in charge, if she wants Panera, that's where you go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely. So we made our rounds with Full Circle Brewing, now available at the Craft Lounge here in Beaumont, California. We had Pie of the Tiger, which is a beautiful sour, kind of a pie sour. It's got mixed berries. It's nice and tart, not overly sweet. Hits all the right notes. And then we also had some Blueberry Illa, which is a milkshake IPA. It's nice and creamy, got the blueberry flavor, doesn't leave a whole lot of, apologize for the background noise. Again, there's plumbers back here. And then we went to the Illa Vanilla. Josh really liked that. That's their OG Illa line. Can art's amazing. Looks like an ice cream cone with a skeleton and some hops on his for his hair. So great job on the can art. I guess Eddie is doing their can art. And then we had the Juicy New England Style IPA, which is great. Available, all 4 available here at the Craft Lounge. Check out Full Circle Brewing on Instagram, online, Facebook, and then go visit Jimmy's website on the Craft Lounge. And you can order online and pick up curbside right here for the first time. If I'm not mistaken, here in Southern California, the only thing I've ever seen in the store is Juicy at, I can't remember if it was Bevmo or Total Wine, but the other 3, you're not going to see those in the store. So
Yeah, I think maybe you might see some like in the Hollywood area or something. I heard that they had some up there. But
nowhere near Beaumont for sure.
Yeah.
So, and I know there's some listeners that have been asking, like, oh, I want to try that milkshake IPA. Well, guess what? You can now.
Yeah, that's right here.
Put in your order, and Jimmy will be happy to get it ready for you.
That's right here.
So, awesome. So, shout out Full Circle again. Thanks, Jared, for hopping on us. We're going to move on here. I have some beers here that I wanted to share with the guys. Of course, this is something that is not available at the Craft Lounge. However, one day, hopefully, crossing fingers, maybe one day, we will see it here in Southern California, but it is from Texas, Baa Baa Brewhouse, one of the most popular beers right now on the beer trading sites and, you know, all that aftermarket beer stuff that the BeerDad gets irritated with, where people try to overcharge for stuff. But luckily, there's some good people from Texas that aren't out to make profit on the secondary market and help us out here in Southern California. So we have 3 beers here. So you've got 2 of them are kind of sour styles. One's the Candy Boss, so has the chocolate profile, and the other one's a hazy. So I think since we just had a hazy, let's do the hazy first.
You want to do the hazy?
Yeah. So hand me that can real quick.
All right. By the way, I have to give a quick shout out to my friend Tori. She's
Take that, Tori. Take that.
Yeah. No, she reached out to me the other day to tell me I sound like an old man, and she's currently living in Texas. So to go along with the fact that, you know, good people live in Texas, there you go.
So is that why she thinks you sound like an old man because she lives in Texas?
Maybe.
Okay,
I don't know, man.
I don't know if there's like a correlation between the two. You're like, but she lives in Texas, so.
But she lives in Texas.
Got it.
No.
There's always that caveat.
No,
Always.
I just figure since she started listening, I figure I'd give her a shout out, maybe embarrass her a little
Right
bit.
on, Tori.
Yeah.
Tori.
So-
And Josh does sound like an old man, by the way.
So hashtag don't sleep on the sheep, bottom of the can. This is Virtual Hug Hazy IPA. Let's see, I've shared a Candy Bar with you before, Jimmy, but I don't think you've ever had their hazy, so this will be a first time for you.
I have not, yes.
All right.
All right.
Get
So
this,
Josh will go ahead and crack this Virtual Hug Hazy IPA from Baa Baa Brewhouse. They are in the Houston area, more specifically. I'll have to look at the can. I always forget. What part of Texas is it from, Josh?
hold on.
The dry
Is it Katy?
Brookshire.
Brookshire, Texas.
Brookshire. Oh, I have no idea where that's at.
Yeah. You said-
Houston. Somewhere near Houston.
Near Houston, okay.
I know that.
Yeah, I was trying to tell my friend Tori about these people, but I think it's like a 3 to 5 hour drive.
From where
or
she's
something.
at.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful, honestly.
That's a great color.
Yeah, it does. I love that. Nice and bright.
Oh, yeah.
I love the nose on this one.
It was interesting. This actually almost like a lager, like Pilsner kind of nose to it. That's a trip.
It's real soft.
Yeah.
Soft on the nose.
Like I'm getting some serious like Saws hop, like, you know, kind of like a spicy nose.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good hazy.
That's a good hazy. That's a damn good beer, honestly. Good call, Justin.
Yeah.
Ooh, good call.
Actually, yeah.
It's
This is amazing.
It's like getting a virtual hug.
Yeah. Definitely
I
got
think
the
I need a real one now.
Right? It's COVID. We have to maintain our 6 feet
Exactly.
distance.
6 foot virtual hug. I think we could do that.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Actually, yeah, this one's definitely got the pillowy, like, softness.
It's a
like-
very soft hazy. I like
yeah.
that.
But I also like the fact that this one's kind of tripping me out because it's got a lot of those, like, Pilsner notes and a lot of, like that lager, kind of a little bit of sulfur, a little bit of like the sauce, pepperiness going on. So, good job. Yeah, good.
I can't. That nose is so interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's like really interesting to me.
That's that. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing that I keep getting.
Yeah.
It's like almost like this Vienna, like malty, like sulfury kind of like lager or Pilsner ass.
Oh yeah.
This is, man.
Actually, yeah. No, good job on this one.
Yeah.
I'm digging
Yeah.
on this one.
So
I love the finish of it. The finish of it's really good.
shout out to Marcus there at Baa Baa Brewhouse, the head brewer, co-owner of Baa Baa Brewhouse.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.
Amazing beer.
So we're going to have him on the show sometime in the near future. He actually wants to be on the show live because he's wants to come out to California. So eventually we might be able to set something like that up.
Oh, shit.
And
Okay.
eventually we want to go out to
Oh, yeah.
out there to Houston because there's a lot of breweries we want to visit, and that's on the top of the list because they make some really great beers. But this is great because, you know, on the aftermarket for Baa Baa, it's mostly with their sours, but people don't sleep on their IPAs, man. This is really, really good.
No, I mean, and that's the thing with a lot of these breweries is sometimes they get a lot of hype around certain beers, and then, you know, you go in there and try to discover the ones that are kind of like, you know, the kept secret, so to speak.
Right.
And then it's like, dude, like this is probably better than the hype beers. You know, like what the hell was I thinking?
Yeah, this is a really good hazy.
Really good hazy. Really good hazy. You've actually given me some good hazies from Texas, though.
Yeah. I think
really
we
good.
had. Let's see, what have I've given you? So this is Baa Baa, and then I think you had some Spindle Tap.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the Sleeper Hold
Yeah.
Yeah.
IPA? And
Yeah, those were really, really good.
yeah.
I don't remember. Did Ingenious? Do we have any? No, I think they were mostly just the sours.
We had the fruitcake sour.
Which
we
is
had,
that one. That's still up there on the list. like-
Smarty, the Yabba Dabba. We had the
Yeah,
Smarty
well,
line.
Another one that's kind of like, see, those are what I call like my mind fuck beers. Cause it's like you go in there and not like, okay, well, it's kind of gimmicky, but oh crap, where did this come from?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, if it wasn't for, and I'll say, what up, Drake? Because if it wasn't for Drake, the BeerDad and Brewed podcast wouldn't know much about Houston craft beer other than,
That's
you
true.
know, every city's got craft beer.
Yes.
But to know that the level and the extent of what Houston's doing, we wouldn't know if it wasn't for Drake. And so shout out to Drake. Thank you again for being
Yes.
a loyal listener of the BeerDad and Brewed podcast and hooking us up all the time with a lot of the
around.
Houston fire that we've had. It's awesome.
All around great guy, man.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
So, yeah, God, man, I'd love to get some Baa Baa Brewhouse there in Southern
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
People would love it.
Yeah. Goddamn state lines.
It's like it's just beer, people. Come on.
I know, just beer.
Yeah.
There's other things we could ship that.
Yeah. There's other things that aren't being shipped.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Worse than
Why do we have to be such law-abiding citizens?
right?
Yes.
Because I don't like jail.
Yeah.
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 I'm not a big fan of jail.
No.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
there's
my
that.
freedom.
There's that. There's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That part of it. So.
Being
I don't want to
to
meet Tyrone. No. Remember that from the Steven Seagal movie when, you know, the guy thought he was going to, you know, because Steven Seagal's notorious for, like, snapping your Adam's apple off or just beating you to oblivion. But there was that one scene in that movie where the guy thinks he's going to get his ass beat by Steven Seagal, but he says, nope, I'm going to send you to meet Tyrone. Yeah, I don't want to do
The
that.
key about Steven Seagal though is he like whips your ass with whatever you come at him with. You come at him with a bat, you're gonna get fucked up with a bat.
Yeah,
You
right.
come- I'd come at him with a pillow. Here you go, dude. Now what you gonna do now? Oh, you got me, Steven. You got me.
Right.
Pillow fight.
He'd still figure out a way to kill you with the pillow.
Some way, huh? Walk out of the room with a pillow in my ass.
Actually, I remember getting into like they had like a citywide pillow fight in San Francisco on Valentine's Day. And
Oh,
everything.
my
Steven
God.
Seagal there? Was
When
Steven Seagal there? Or?
I felt like it on some of these people, man, because like I got like smacked. I'm like, did you just put a fucking brick in a pillowcase? What the hell, dude?
Yeah, I was watching one of those, you know, social media like TikToks or whatever, and it was the dude, and he has the pillows, and he just goes up to random people and like hands you the pillow, and then starts a pillow fight with you. And their videos, and these are like just normal people walking down the street, business people like on Wall Street and stuff like that. And it's like they look at the pillow and they're like, "What the hell?" And like some of them like weren't really into it, but then the other people were like, "Dude, they got into it," and they would like start beating the crap out of him with this pillow. That was great. But speaking of pillows, great pillowy mouthfeel on this
Yes.
hazy IPA.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see that? See what he did there?
See what the
That
BeerDad did?
Wow. BeerDad is the shit. That was awesome. All full circle.
Hell
It
yeah.
all came full circle.
It did.
So-
Yep. We had full circle earlier.
See?
Yeah.
Didn't.
Yeah. These two breweries would do well with a collab together, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see Full Circle and Ingenious with a collab. I think
Yeah.
that would be a good one. They seem to have pretty similar
Similar taste, yeah.
tastes and notes on that.
So that was the Virtual Hug Hazy IPA. So now we're going to move to what Baa Baa Brewhouse is super popular for, their sours. So we have Smooth Ninja or Candy Baa. So do you want to do sour with chocolate, or do you want to do like a smoothie sour?
I feel like sour chocolate should be like dessert.
Let's do that last.
Okay,
All
so
right.
let's go Smooth Ninja on this.
Smooth Ninja. I love the name of that.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Wait till you see it when he pours it.
That should be
This
something
is
like on like Adult Swim.
Yeah, this is the praying mantis.
Nice. The praying mantis.
So, Jimmy, just to give you an idea of how popular these beers are, you know, right now in the COVID era, everything's online for these guys, just like you.
Yeah.
They will announce when they're going to release a beer. Like, they kind of do it at random times because of how fast it sells out. But literally the other day, to give you an idea, they announced that they had, I think it was a Smooth Ninja and a Candy Baa. And I logged on and tried to hit buy, and by the time I hit buy, they were sold out.
Wow.
Now, this may be a very delicious beer, but this color is throwing me off quite a bit. I'm not
Pink.
gonna lie.
It's pink.
It's like flesh pink.
It's interesting. It's like if Nestle Quick
Is there
made
guava in here?
made a guava.
Yeah, actually,
What are the fruits in here in this one?
Strawberry guava.
Strawberry
guava.
guava. I knew it.
I'm telling you, if Nestle Quick
Called
made
it.
a guava mix, this would be it. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So that's like our last episode. We had the guava na na na. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, dude, that.
But
That's
yeah,
some
you
guava
definitely get the
right there.
guava like hardcore on the nose.
Yeah, that's some guayaba if I ever smelt it right there.
Oh my God.
Good lord.
Wow.
Dude, the fact that there's fruit in this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm chewing fruit right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a thick, chewy beer.
Yeah, no. When people say chewy, that's one thing. This is like
Thick.
chewy. Like.
Yeah.
Smooth Ninja.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say.
there's literally fruit coming out of this beer right now.
Of course, I think I just got a praying mantis smack to the head because that tangy note just came out of like left field. Like,
Tart.
"Ooh,
Yeah.
there it is. Yeah.
What's it called? I think Goya or something.
Goya.
Goya makes a guava.
That was the
drink.
guava juice I was talking about in the last episode.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah.
I used to get it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was the Goya flavor.
It's a Goya. It tastes like a can of Goya guava juice, dude.
Yep.
It's like very. And I'm just tripping out on the fact that there's still fruit. There's fruit in this
Yeah.
this beer. That's
Good stuff.
I was gonna say you can like see the seeds and you can see
Yeah.
a little bit of the like chunkies and stuff. But man, no, it's good. It's a good blend.
that's really good. I really enjoy this. It's like
And-
little bits of strawberry and everything in there, dude.
Yeah.
That's interesting as hell.
So now you can see why on that secondary like sour like
Yeah.
all the sour heads out there in craft beer land, all the beer trader sites, they go crazy for this stuff.
Oh, dude, this is a smoothie. This
Yeah.
is a smoothie sour if I've ever had one.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
And I got to give credit to Baa Baa and the fact that this didn't explode. Like
It did not.
It warmed up a little bit, and there was no like foaming of the mouth on the can here. You know, so
It's not a rabies can.
Yeah,
It's not a
rabies
can full of
can.
rabies.
Well, it was
Well-
nice and cold when we first brought it here, but we've gone through. Let's see, we started with 4 beers from Full Circle, and then we did the hazy from Baa Baa. So
yeah.
it's had a chance to warm up a little
I
bit.
appreciate
And
the
it actually,
temperature it's at, yeah.
It actually, I think it says on the can. Doesn't it say on the can like I will get angry or something, or what does it say on there, Josh?
This is hello. My name is Smooth Ninja. I am unfiltered, unpasteurized, heavily fruited sour ale. If I live in the fridge, I live in the fridge. If I get warm, I will lose my temper, and this can will explode.
What's the ABV on that one?
It doesn't say on there. Does it?
Got it at 6%.
6%?
6%. So it does say.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little like dulled out. You have to look a little closer for it. But
Dangerous at 6%.
well, I was going to say I had to give credit to Baa Baa in the sense that most of his cans do explode because of the, unpasteurized and all this nonsense. But if you do it right, chances are it won't. Which basically tells me they got a clean operation.
Well, I can tell you since Drake turned me on to Baa Baa Brewhouse, I've never had, in the history that he's been sending them to us, never had any problems with the Baa Baa Brewhouse exploding. Matter of fact, anything that I've gotten from Texas has not exploded. What I see a lot of explosions is 450 North and what's the other one? Sandbox out here in Southern California. So, but no problems from these guys.
Well, like I said, a lot of that is basically sanitation. If you run a clean brewery, you're not going to really run into the can bombs, or as Jimmy said here, the rabies can.
The rabies can, rabies can.
Yeah.
This
Ravenous
is
rabies can.
Interesting beer, man. I really enjoy it though. I really enjoy this beer. This is, to me, a true smoothie style sour beer.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of places say, "Oh, we got a smoothie beer." No, this is a fucking smoothie beer.
Yeah. It's like you just added beer and fruit smoothie and
it's like
blended them.
It's like we went to Jamba Juice right now.
Juice,
Because
yeah,
exactly,
sure.
Jamba Juice for this right now. Like they blended it with alcohol at the.
I said,
bar.
I brought my beer to Jamba Juice, and I said, blend this with some fruits, please.
Yep.
I was gonna say there's a new model for Jamba Juice. Like start carrying some beers on
Adult
hand.
Jamba Juice.
Adult Jamba Juice. Just have a lineup of beers and be like, which one would you like to add?
Yeah, what would you like to add to that? Let me get the Power Mix, the Grass, and the 6% alcohol, please.
Yeah.
You throw a little alcohol in that, and we're good to go.
The poolside.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Marcus earlier, and wanted to have him on the show. He's really busy. They're actually installing some new fermenters to ramp up their production. So hopefully, ramping up, being the ability to make more beer. Maybe they don't sell out so fast. Maybe instead of 2 minutes, they get 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I really like their beers and I enjoy their beers. And eventually, when they start distributing and stuff like that, if we see them here in Southern California, Jimmy, you would do really well with these.
I would
guys.
jump all over it. I would jump all. If I could find a way to get them out here, I would. I think we've talked about that too. If there's any kind of little
Loopholes. Something to figure out.
then that's definitely something I would do.
Yeah, they do a really good job on their beers for sure.
Yeah, I really enjoy this. I'm telling you, the fact that I'm getting the fruit matter, I guess, out of this thing is just insane to me. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I really like it. So
By the way, I'm snickering over here because I was thinking if we went to Jamba Juice, I would call this the Cabana Boy Special.
Yeah. The Cabana Boy Special.
I don't want to know why. I don't want to know. We'll leave it at that, Josh. I don't know.
Josh was that used to be his stage name.
Yeah, yes.
The Cabana Boy.
A tattoo. Tattoo in there.
Right there on the lower
Tramp
back.
stamp. You
Got
little
my tramp stamp on the lower back. Yeah.
Cabana boy.
For sure.
Got my banana hammock and tramp stamp.
Oh man, I used to tease the girls when we went to the Bahamas. Me and Jose, my old partner. Well, you know Jose.
Yeah.
When we went to the Bahamas together, we teased them. They got those thong like underwears for dudes, but it's like one of them's like an elephant, so you slide your schlong in there, and the other one's like a flamingo, so like the long neck. And so we teased them like we're gonna get those, and we're gonna wear snap pants, like the long Adidas snap pants. We're gonna go out to the beach on the Bahamas and we're
pull
just
them
gonna
off.
snap them off. One's got an elephant's trunk, one's got a flamingo hanging. And we're just gonna do the helicopter, just embarrass them. The girls weren't, Isara and Amber weren't too happy about that.
Really? Oh.
I can't see why.
See, I expect them both at this point just to be like, all right, whatever.
They're used to it by now. Yeah. We're a little out of control. Oh man. So Baa Baa Brewhouse, excellent job on Smooth Ninja.
Smooth Ninja.
I was going to say of the series so far, this one's probably been my personal favorite.
Yeah, we had the last Smooth Ninja we had, I think, was like very mango forward. Which I don't mind, but this was really good because again, like we talked about last week with the Aero Lodge, that guava sour just brought me back to that Goya drink that I used to drink when I was a kid.
Yeah, that one was blended like superbly.
That's a good beer. Do you still have that one?
I do, indeed.
All right, so yeah, again, from last week's episode, get that Aero Lodge Guava Na Na Na. And then for those of our listeners that are in Texas, Smooth Ninja. This is a good, if you like guava, this is the Praying Mantis Smooth Ninja. Very, very good.
Yeah, good job with that. And
The
of course,
praying mantis. Takes
So-
me back to like my old Sunday morning kung fu flicks.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Oh,
mantis style
Yeah.
stuff like that. Oh, dude. Did you guys watch those? You guys ever
was
watch
it
those?
Kung Fu, the old Western?
No, the actual kung fu movies. They used to be like, okay, I'm a little
okay.
older than you guys, but there used to be this thing. Every Sunday they had like kung fu theater.
Oh, okay.
And kung fu theater, they had a different kung fu movie every Sunday. It was like Master of Flying Guillotine or like 36 Chamber or I'm
See,
that nerd. I'm that nerd
Well,
as far
see,
as like kung fu
I
flicks.
remember growing up, like, it was usually like early day TV, and they had, I think it was just Kung Fu, you know, it was like this guy.
Oh yeah, I was
you know,
like
he's
the,
going
with
around
the
and-
Carradine, Keith
yeah,
Carradine. in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, going in
yeah.
the Old West, you know, solving problems
Yeah,
and stuff.
I used to watch the hell out of that movie. I guess that was the brainchild of BruceLee,
Yes.
and they stole it from him because he was
That's
supposed to
right.
be.
I remember hearing about that, yes.
Yeah.
Is it,
Look at Jimmy. He doesn't know what's going on.
what is going on right now? Is that you, dude?
That's me.
No, I'm telling you, dude. Oh, dude, hold on. You ever watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Oh, yeah.
Gave him an ocular pat down.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, Keith Carradine, dude. I just
yeah.
love it. He was
Oh, yeah.
Grasshopper. He played Grasshopper.
Yep, yep.
I like it.
Nice.
I used to be a kung fu nerd.
Had to throw that.
I used to get bootlegs and stuff there.
I was into Bruce Lee movies when I was younger. Actually, a good friend of mine, Wet Side Inc. down in San Diego.
What?
Wet Side. He does.
Okay.
Well, you might look at to him do your T-shirts here
Okay.
when he ramps back up production. But he does screen printing business. I used to work with him. Great guy, Joji. What up, Joji? Because I
What
know
up,
he
Joji?
listens to the show. But he made when he was just starting his screen printing business, he made a Bruce Lee shirt, and it just brought me back to my childhood because I love Bruce Lee movies.
Oh man, I love him.
And yeah, he made me a Bruce Lee shirt, so I got it in my closet. I wear it every once in a while. It's awesome shirt. Just a sample of Bruce Lee doing his little pose. And
Yeah.
man, dude, I love Bruce Lee movies.
See, I was like super kung fu kid when I was a kid, man. I used to love watching those.
Such a shame,
Oh,
that
dude.
he died so young. Because think about how many movies he would have made.
Dude, I honestly believe if he's still alive, or if he made it to his 80s, he could like launch a fireball.
Probably,
I think he would have got to that point where he could launch fireballs and shit, dude.
Probably.
You know what I mean? I think he'd done it.
for
Yeah.
sure.
He
Yeah.
would have done the Super Sega.
Yeah, dude, he was Super Saiyan. He
Super
went Super
Saiyan,
Saiyan
yeah,
at some point, dude.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
like, Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z shit.
Oh yeah.
Well, this last beer that we have on tap here, well, not on tap, in a can, is Candy Baa. And you had Candy Baa before. We had it as kind of like a pre-game before I think our last episode or the episode before.
Yes.
But this is a
Yes.
good one. I'm really stoked for you to try this one.
Okay, we got blueberry, cranberry, and chocolate.
Blueberry, cranberry, and chocolate. Oh, looks like my neighbors are coming over here right now.
Let's see here.
Gentlemen, you might have to excuse me for a minute.
That's okay. I want you to take your first sip, though.
Okay.
Here,
Okay.
we'll get you set up here. Go for it.
Oh, dude, the nose is amazing on this. It's like cordial cherries right off the bat.
And what flavor is this Candy Baa?
You would,
Look at that color.
yeah. Looking at blueberry, cranberry, and chocolate.
Blueberry, cranberry, and chocolate.
This smells to me like if you opened up like a C's box
Yeah.
and you just took a whiff
Take a whiff.
of all the candies that are in there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting right now. It's like a C's candy box with all the different
So the Candy Baa line is my all-time favorite from Baa Baa Brewhouse. I love their Smooth Ninja. I love their Lamb and the Jam. Their hazies are great. But this is so unique into the sour line by throwing in the chocolate that every single one I've had, the last one that I had before this release was the orange chocolate. It tasted just like those little, you get them at Christmas time. It's like a chocolate ball, and you
Yeah.
break it, and it's the oranges.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God. Like, this...
Dude, I'm telling you,
Marcus.
this smells like
Yeah.
a C's candy shop.
Yeah.
If you walk into a C's candy shop, this is what it smells like to
Yeah,
me.
Marcus, you're killing it on the Candy Baa game.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Oh my God.
Okay, I haven't tried it yet. Hold on.
Oh my
I'm still
God.
taking the nose in, dude, and just
Yeah.
like remember I'm a little kid, like I want all the candy, Mom.
Oh my God.
Damn, that smells fucking amazing.
Okay.
Perfect for the dessert beer, for the very last beer of the
Yeah.
show.
Oh yeah. Now it feels. Now it's like tasting, eating all the candy in the C's candy box.
It is, dude. It is.
Like let's throw these in a blender with a beer and just.
It
Had a
is.
little sugar playing by Maroon 5 in the background. I do not own the rights to that music, by the way. Neither does the Craft Lounge or the Bar.
And I found it odd that he was playing that, but it's good. But-
Sugar, yes, please.
you know how you like you punch all the candies in the C's box,
Yeah.
and then you find that one that
Until
has
you
a
find-
red filling. This is it.
Yeah.
This is the one with the red filling.
the
man.
candy filling.
Yes.
It's got like that raspberry cream
Yes.
or blueberry cream. Oh man,
Yeah. This is
it's so unique
very,
because the
very
sour game, it's blown up. Obviously, that's like the hot topic in craft beer right now. Is sours.
Yeah.
Kings, Baa Baa Brewhouse, Imprint, Ingenious, The Answer, all these big breweries that are making these sours. I just had some from Eagle Park, very, very good beers.
Okay.
But this one is so unique because everybody is just doing the fruits, the
Yeah.
heavy, super thick smoothie style beer. This one's so unique because they throw the chocolate in there and
Yeah.
it really complements it. And
Yeah.
God, I love it.
that chocolate, the finish, man. I can't. It's still lingering around in there. It's like, wow, this is really. The fact they got it in there and they got all the layers and it's
Yeah.
so complex. Fucking, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's honestly
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, shout out again, Baa Baa Brewhouse. You guys make some killer beer for sure. Absolutely killer beer. Thank you again for just being unique and being different than other breweries and saying, you know what, we'll make smoothie beers, we'll make those thick fruited sours, and they're damn good, and we do a really good job at it, but we're going to do Candy Bar, and we're going to be a little bit different than everybody. And, man, this is good shit.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
this is another favorite of the series. It's like they keep just upping the ante on each one.
Yeah, each flavor that I've had has been really good. This one is really good. I like the orange chocolate one. I'm trying to remember what was the one we had on Mother's Day. Do you remember that flavor?
That was like the Tootsie Roll one. It was shit. I want to say it was like cherry and chocolate.
Could have been.
I think it
Yeah.
was like cherry and chocolate
Yeah.
on that one. But that one had like the straight like Tootsie Roll, like nostalgia thing going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, I like Jimmy's analogy on this one. This is the C's candy that you've been looking for.
It is.
Biting into all those ones, you get like toffee, you get almonds, and then all of a sudden you get that one that has that fruit in there.
I was like, oh yeah, bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's good, man. This is a very, very good beer.
Yeah.
And like I said, the way they played off with that chocolate is just, yeah.
No, I like where you put where it was like layered because for me it's like I'm getting the fruit, I'm getting the chocolate. It's like boom, 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 and it's almost like I get the sour at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
a trip actually because you think, oh, you're gonna get that tangy tart like pucker factor in your mouth, but then it's like no, you get like chocolate, a little bit of like cherry, and then
It's a tempered sour,
Yeah.
man. It's like very tempered because of all the flavors, I think.
yeah,
And like in your head, you're playing these sweet notes where it might not be sweet, but because your mind thinks of these things as being sweet, it just tempers the sour, I think, you know? It's a really, really good beer.
Yeah, it's crazy, stupid good. Like
yeah.
it's hard to describe. I mean, it really is. It's just like so unique. You know, there's not a lot of breweries out there. I mean, a ton of them are doing the sours, but none of them are doing this like dessert.
Yeah, because I'm going to see a lot of the
Just mix.
like straight fruited sours. I'm not seeing many people throwing anything other than fruit. So
Right.
this is kind of cool. You're seeing a little bit of that chocolate note.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So for me, you know, obviously because I'm a stout lover, you know, and then we've gotten into these sours, and I still like, and I like them. I really enjoyed them, but I love that chocolate coffee flavor for my stouts, and it's almost like they said, okay, BeerDad, we know you like chocolate, and we know you like sours. Let's mix them together. Let's do this.
I mean, you saw that also with like CVBs, that like blueberry.
The blueberry like espresso.
Espresso.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job, Baa Baa Brewhouse.
Yes,
Again,
good
thank
job.
you.
Good job, Baba. Thanks, Marcus.
Yeah. So, man, what a show. We had some freaking, this is like the lineup of all lineups right here. Full Circle and Baa Baa Brewhouse. I think we did good today, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did good, except for the plumbers in the background.
Except for
Beating
the plumbers.
shit out of stuff in
Yeah,
the back.
appreciate
I don't even know what they're hitting anymore, dude.
Yeah, appreciate that. Shout out to the plumbers making the noise in the
Yeah, exactly.
background. They wanted to be a part of the show.
Yes.
adding that little cadence for us to work to.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, not to mention the cantina music.
And the cantina music, dude, I know. And it sounds like
You
they're
can't
hitting
go
like
wrong.
cowbells right now, dude.
Yeah.
Right now it sounds like a cowbell.
Exactly. It's like,
It's
boom,
like, and you
boom,
need more
boom.
cowbell. Apparently, you need more cowbell.
Well, it's like when we did the show down in Savage Wood. You know, it's like we had that nice little like DJ, like personal DJ for the show in the background. And it was great.
Personal
Loved it.
DJ.
Yeah.
It was the personal DJ for sure. Well,
See, it sounds like a cowbell.
you said cantina music, so that automatically makes me.
Oh, there it is, dude.
Now we're talking.
And dude, what was that alien race's name, dude? Like the Buttheads or something?
Oh
What
my
was that?
god, yeah, they look like butts.
Yeah, like Buttheads, dude. It's
Playing
like,
the
what was their?
clarinet.
Yeah, what was? We never had a clarification of what the alien race was for those guys. Just the Butthead band.
Awesome. Well, as we finish up our candy bar here from Baa Baa Brewhouse, been a great show. Full Circle Brewing. We had Pie of the Tiger,
Yep.
which was a nice mixed berry pie sour. We had Blueberry Illa, which is a milkshake IPA, and Illa Vanilla, another milkshake IPA.
Damn good
Josh
one.
loved that one.
Yeah,
I love it too.
That's top of the mark right there.
And then we had the juicy New England style IPA. And we got to talk to Jared, the production manager from Full Circle. Thanks again, Jared, for stopping in and,
Good
and
guy.
shouting out to
Yep.
Full Circle.
Knows his shit,
really
so
cool
that,
guy,
I love that.
Yep.
Real cool guy.
Now available at the Craft Lounge here in Beaumont, so get your Full Circle while it's hot. And then we had some Baa Baa Brewhouse from Texas that was sent out to the BeerDad and Brew podcast and absolutely hit all the marks. We had a hazy IPA, the Virtual Hug. Very, very good.
and I could use a lot of those right now.
Yeah, that's
As many
right.
hugs
That's
as
right.
possible.
Yep. So Virtual Hug, Hazy IPA was really, really good. We had some Smooth Ninja with some, I think it was guava and strawberry, Josh. We were chewing on fruit. That was
Oh, yeah.
really, really good. And then we ended the show with some dessert, some candy bar. We're still just kind of in awe of that one. That was fucking phenomenal.
Blueberry and cranberry and a little bit of chocolate, man.
Absolutely.
Can't go wrong with that.
So
Sounds like a good night.
great show. Again, thanks for listening to the BeerDad and Brew podcast, brought to you by the Craft Lounge in Beaumont, California. Head online and order, pick up curbside, get all these beers that we sampled other than the Baa Baa Brewhouse, but Full Circle Brewing is available now online. Definitely recommend all four. Get your nice mixed 4-pack or buy more, and because I guarantee you're going to like all of them, so you're going to need more than one of each.
I was going to say, I definitely dug all of these, and I'm probably going to pick some up before I leave tonight.
Absolutely. So good deal. Jimmy, thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for coming,
thanks
guys.
for keeping it
Always
so-
a pleasure. Always
Appreciate
a pleasure.
it. All right, let's end it on a high note. Back to
They also practice by drinking the urine of a ram.
The what?
They drink ram's piss.
Because of the pH balance?
No, because if you can drink ram's piss, fuck, you can drink almost anything.
She said fuck.
Oh, what is the malted liquor? What gets you drunk or quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans? Beer! Can't get enough of it. Beer! How we really love it. Beer! Makes me think I'm a man. Beer! I could kiss and hug it, but I'd rather chug it. Beer! My belly out to here. Beer! I could not refuse it. Beer! I could really use it. Beer! 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 I can't remember how much I have had. I drank a 12-pack with my dad.